Good morning. Stage 4 of the Sydney stage race was unfortunately cancelled. I'm going to delay it till next Saturday, so Saturday the 4th I think. So it was a pretty wet day yesterday. It's been a really wet night. It's just clearing up this morning, so I'm going to try and sneak into Centennial on the time trial bike and do some 20-minute efforts on that. We have Catherine's birthday party this afternoon, which I know you're all so excited about. I know I've been promising a couple of device reviews, specifically that front light, that Cycliq Fly12, but I have ridden with it once or twice and it's really got some interesting thoughts. Well, maybe they're interesting thoughts. I've got some thoughts on it. Coffee and toast, read the news, girls are watching Thomas the Tank Engine. Kinda quiet for a minute. So like I said, time trial bike today. Yeah, I've kind of flirted with well not flirted with, but I've taken time trialing quite seriously at points, especially in the run up to State Championships team time trial. Done a few attempts at Calgary, which is like the gold standard, I suppose, of time trials in Sydney. It's not as big a club thing as it is like in the UK and Ireland. We don't do it much in any of the state sort of road race tour things. They're more kind of prologue-y stuff, so it does get kind of shunted to the side. I've had kind of moments of being quite good at it, or relatively good at it. Keep up that discipline, and I do enjoy the bike. It's not a very social way of riding. We'll get out there. I actually want to talk a little bit about the fit of the bike fit on the time trial bike, because this is something I've tinkered with for a long time, and I think I've got it right, thanks to Dan. We'll get the aero bars for this bit. The bit I really enjoy about time trialing, apart from the fact you just get to go really fast, is that pure quantifiable nature of it. You know, you can turn up and do a road race, you miss the break within 5k and the race is over. Whereas with a time trial, it's just up to you. The fact is, you go out, you do a good time trial, it's up to you, it's all on you, and that's it. It's almost quite relieving from that perspective. I'm gonna do some longer efforts, some 20-minute ones. Oh, that's windy. Good session. Just wondering, what kind of speed do you get up to on that thing?
Downhill you can go fast, but it's slower than that.
Yeah. Chat to a bloke on a recumbent there. Not sure I've actually got it, because I'm using the G9X today. He was just telling me it's like a similar uphill, he just gets killed. Oh, this is the park. Don't mind me, I'm just going to talk to myself on a camera for a second. So before you ask, these bib shorts, the reason I'm wearing chamois and some of the seriously the world's noisy. Testing chamois, testing printing and that kind of stuff. So I thought it was meant to be a wet day, so I'm going to fly home for Catherine's birthday. I know you do. Current status, Kira has gone upstairs, she's just thrown up. Guests are 2 minutes away. Catherine's eating more chippies. I don't know what to do. So it's a normal kid's birthday party. It went as well as it could have, considering Kira came down with a temperature of 10 minutes before everyone arrived. Let's take them upstairs. One more thing, I've ridden with this a couple of times now. As a light, fantastic, very good, really impressed with the 400 lumens, very, very visible, lots of different options. For me, again, one of the big things is that ability to ride during the day with the front light flashing that's visible. So that's great. Obviously the camera, another part of what, well, for me, it's a big part of getting content for the vlog. Now, I'm gonna start by saying, I'm not gonna compare this to a GoPro because I don't compare a GoPro to a light. It just doesn't fulfill that function, so don't compare it. Here's the reality. I would not use this as a standalone camera. It's not gonna be as good as the GoPro, full stop. It doesn't aim to be. But it is multitasking. So there's 3 bits of content here I want to have a look at. First is lovely afternoon light, crossing the Sydney Harbour Bridge, a nice even colour balance, relatively steady shot, and it's an interesting perspective really, isn't it? I've Got no issue with that at all. On this occasion, we are crossing the Anzac Bridge. As the battery is getting lower and lower, it drops the frame rate and drops the quality. This blew me away in a positive sense. This was the back end of a 4-hour ride. The light's still flashing and it's still recording video. I expected, honestly, to get an hour and a half, 2 hours max. I'm still getting footage. This was 3 hours, 45 minutes into the ride. That's damn good. Finally, let's have a look at Saturday. Horrendous conditions here in Sydney. This was Slopfest 2017. Me riding into Centennial Park on the crossbike. Here's some weaving through, just doing a bit of lane filtering there. Fantastic. Look at that. That is really, we're back to 1080p, we're back to 45 frames a second. And again, the 45 frames a second means you can just use a little bit of slow-mo if you have to. Super impressed with that. As far as the usability of this, I'm really impressed with it. The functionality, very good. The form is, it's not the sleekest thing you've ever seen in your life. But I will say this, the real winner of this will be if it is just a set it and forget it type thing. I will do a comparison with the GoPro at some point. However, I don't think it's fair straight off the bat to do that.